Hey YouTube, it's Budget Bugout, and in this video we're going to be covering two tactical products. The first is going to be this tactical flashlight known as the XT115 from KLARUS. The second is going to be this budget-friendly tactical backpack that I got right behind me. So stay tuned for more. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Welcome back. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be talking about two different products. The first one I'm going to cover is this tactical backpack. Now I acquired both of them from gearbest.com. You can check out the links in the description box down below. I'd like to thank Gearbest for working with me on this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. The tactical backpack. Both of these products, by the way, have very high ratings. But the tactical backpack I had a little bit more issues with than I did with the flashlight. Lots of cool features for both of them, but some of the let's talk about the good things first, right? I like to be positive. So the best thing obviously is that it is only around $20. This is very budget friendly, so if you have someone who is sort of a beginner, maybe you're a kid, or maybe you're thinking about walking around great outdoors and you don't know if it's something you're going to remain into, or you just want a camping bag just for the occasional once a summer trips, any of those kind of things, I think this backpack would be a great fit. It has Molly style webbing right here in the front of the pack. I do like that it has that feature. However, the Molly webbing on the side does not allow, and I have for the camelback attachment that you usually can find in stores, I actually have it right here. So this little guy right here unfortunately will not attach to the side of this backpack. As much as I've tried, as try as I might, it does not work. So that is one of the cons of this backpack, unfortunately. But if you want to attach something else, there's Molly webbing on both sides. Let's start with the main large inside of the bag, the main compartment, I should say. So it does have compression straps. Now I'll talk about the straps in a second, but it does have one pair of compression straps. Now on the inside, as you can see, it has a very large compartment. In fact, I'm able to put a lot of different fixed blade knives in here, along with my TSA notice of baggage inspection, which you're definitely going to get if you carry as many knives as I do through airports. I also will point out that it does have a sleeve for a water bladder. However, even though it might look like a water bladder hose would go through the top right here, because it has this elastic part, unless you're going to have to cut that out yourself, because for whatever reason it just wasn't manufactured in that manner. So maybe just take a little knife, cut a little hole, and now you can feed your water bladder through it. It also doesn't have a hanger for a water bladder either, if that's an issue. But I was able to put my 3-liter Camelback in this little compartment back here. No issues. Now remember, this whole time, this is a budget-friendly backpack. I can't say that enough with this backpack. So very large compartment. I'll put the specs and all the boring details in the description box down below if you want to check that out. But if you're just trying to eyeball it, I mean, you can put, shoes, jacket, tripods, all of these things that I have actually used this for. Now the other compartment, I say the middle compartment, I put a bunch of flashlights. You can even put one of the mag lights that holds the 3 D size batteries right back in here. So that fits nicely, actually. I also put a little first aid kit. I'm not going to show you everything I keep inside here, because this is just a review on the backpack itself. The zippers only go about halfway down, as opposed to the main compartment where the zippers go all the way down. So that does add a little bit of sturdiness. And then right here on the front, you can see you can put some fun morale patches, of course. I put just, this fun meter, and you can put whatever you want right here, and you can also put a name tape, of course. And then under the name tape area is where the admin compartment is. However, there really is no organization in that admin pocket. There's not a way to organize your pens and erasers and pencils and Altoid survival tins, all that kind of stuff, but it's not too difficult to find a pen if you really need to. But yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff in there, paracord, a bunch of random items. So that's it for the pockets. I'm just going through this real quick, guys. The straps, that's another issue that I have. Oh, by the way, it does have handles right here on the top, and the handle seems sturdy enough. It is double stitched, so this backpack isn't made to last forever, but I think that will. I don't see this becoming too much of an issue, or at least within the first few years or so. The straps, I'm not as sure of. There does seem to be a point of tension where the two shoulder straps meet, and I'm not sure how long that would last. But like I said, this is just for either the beginner campers, or just something that you're not going to use too often. If you need to use something every day, I would recommend checking out one of my other backpacks that I review, or just something else on the site. And as far as the sternum strap, a very nice little buckle here. I say very nice. An easy to use buckle, and also the waist strap, also pretty easy to use. But as far as the straps themselves, they're always coming off, and I'm always going to have to find ways to kind of jerry rig them. So I just wouldn't carry too much heavy stuff. And also, because the back of the bag doesn't have any sort of airflow or anything, I'd be careful about using this in the summertime, because your back can get sweaty, as mine has. I've hiked around with this several times now, just to kind of test it out, give it a good rundown. Now, also on the top, something I forgot to mention, along with the handles, is there's a couple straps up here. Same with the bottom, by the way. It's identical for the top and the bottom, and you can put whatever you want on the top. I use it for my little camping stool, so 3-legged stool. So that's pretty much everything in a very quick rundown for this backpack. Like I said, you guys can check it out in the description box down below if you guys have more questions. But yes, I would say this is a good backpack for the purposes that I've been highlighting throughout this video. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, talk about the flashlight. So putting the backpack down for a moment. So the flashlight, like I mentioned, is known as the KLARUS XT115. So right off the bat, one of the things that I really like about this flashlight is that you can activate it into strobe mode, which is great for home defense, self-defense, those kind of things. So a simple click of the ramp button, which is right here in the back next to the main tail switch, is the strobe mode. And by the way, if you hold it down for a few seconds, it changes its frequency. That way it can really throw off a home intruder. Now, if you wanted to turn it on right into the full power mode, maybe if you didn't want this strobe mode, you can do that as well, just by pressing that tail button right there in the rear. Now let's say you don't want to turn the flashlight on into its highest, most brightest, over 1,000 lumen setting, right? Maybe you don't want to disturb some of the people that might be sleeping around you. But right here on the side is the mode button, and if you press and hold that down, it will turn on into what's known as moonlight mode. And I'll leave all the specs of how long the battery life lasts for each mode in the description box down below. Also, keep in mind, this is USB rechargeable. It uses the same charger as your Android phone is going to use, as well as I'm sure a lot of your other products that are rechargeable. It does also have a low battery level indicator right here on the mode switch. It'll turn red if it's running low on power, and it also will let you know if it's completely charged whenever it's whenever it's connected to the USB port. It also does have a pocket clip, so it's easily carryable. Just, you know, stow it away in your pocket, and also has a belt holster included with it. So depending on however you want to carry this large flashlight. One of the last things I want to talk about is that it does have a strike bezel, so that you can use it in a self-defense role. But it is removable too. So just in case you don't want it to, don't want to appear too tactical. Maybe you want to be a more gray man, like I mentioned in my last video. That option is certainly included. The last thing I want to talk about with when it comes to tactical flashlights is that I've been to airports, amusement parks, and stadium events where knives, guns, mace, and tasers are all banned, right? These are all self-defense tools that we kind of need, to keep ourselves safe and our family safe from the crazies. And I've never been to any event that banned tactical flashlights. So a tactical flashlight is a really good option when it comes to modern day self-defense, and having a tool with you, or Kubaton, as they say in the self-defense world, that can hit those pressure points, get those people, create distance between you and an attacker, so that way you can safely escape. So anyways, guys, that's all I have to say about the flashlight in the backpack. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and if you're interested in these products, both of them have really high ratings. You can check them out on gearbest.com. Let me know if you'd like me to review anything else, and y'all stay safe out there, and as always, it pays to be prepared. God bless.